Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's ZON-TIA. I'm back with another videos for you guys, and this is a video that personally I love to watch on YouTube, and it's something that at the beginning of this year I watched a bunch of them to make sure that I felt like I was prepared for my new year. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 2020 goals, and here in my planner I have my hashtag boss board, and written down are all of the goals that I have for myself for this year and things that I feel like I'd really just like to accomplish before obviously we get to 2021 and all that type of conversation. But this is something that I feel like going ahead that I would really love to implement in my life and things of that nature. So make sure that you guys like, you comment, and you subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I wanted to start this year was my YouTube channel. So as you guys can see, I'm off to a great start with my first goal, okay? So I wanted to start my YouTube. I've been watching YouTube since I was very, very young, and I love YouTube. And I always felt like I would be a great YouTuber. I've always wanted to do YouTube, and you know, beauty and lifestyle has always really appealed to me and been a really big part of my personality. And so with that, I decided, you know, can't be scared forever. You know, you can't just keep saying next year, next time, next month, next, you know, you have to do now. So here we are starting my YouTube, you know, just seeing how it goes, putting yourself out there into the media in 2020. You know, it can be very scary, but I'm moving past that and I'm allowing myself to do something that I feel like will make me really happy. And as my number one goal, I'm really, really excited about it. Number two is saving more. What is saving? What is a savings account? What is keeping money? Like me and money, you know, we rocky relationship. And seeing as though I am, you know, living by myself, saving is something that's really, really big for me because I want to set myself up, you know, for the future. I want to set myself up for being able to afford the things that I like, that I want whenever I want them, and, you know, not having to be in a financial burden of any sort ever. So for me, saving more, establishing a really good savings account, and just using any resources and tools that I can find for myself this year, that's going to be big. I've been using Credit Karma. They keep up with my credit score. I also have a savings account with them, and they also give me just tons of financial tips on a daily basis of, you know, different savings tips, different checking account tips, you know, investing and things of that nature. So that's what I've been using recently. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video by Credit Karma, but I do use them. They are very helpful. Another app that I've been using on my phone, it's been Truebill. So that keeps up with all of my bills, the reoccurring payments, automatic payments, how much, and obviously just the subscriptions that I'm all signed up for, my Netflix, my Hulu, my Amazon Prime, all those things, making sure that I'm able to see everything that I'm subscribed for, where my money is going. That's another really big thing because I was subscribed to so many things and money was just coming out of my account and I was just not know, you know, really what I was paying for or really what I was getting in return for these funds. So Truebill definitely helped me cut down on that. Number three, waking up earlier and just getting my day started earlier has been a really big goal for me for a long time. I haven't been in high school in almost 2 years. So the whole waking up at 6 o'clock thing for me has been done and gone for a really long time. So for me, waking up early now is like 8-9 o'clock, which for me is more than enough time for me to get up, for me to take my time to write in my planner, eat breakfast, make myself breakfast, shower, just, you know, relax. However I feel like I need to start my day that day, it gives me enough time to feel like I'm off to a great start. You know, being in a rush is just never fun. It's always annoying, you know, you forget stuff. And so just setting myself up to make sure that I'm having a great day, you know, make sure that I have everything that I need, whether it be going to work or going out for errands or just anything of that nature. So for me, waking up earlier and just giving myself literally more hours in the day, it helps so much. And you never really notice how much it helps until you make it a part of your routine. And so even though January has just started, I've tried to incorporate that into my routine of waking up early and just getting a really good start to my day. Number four is going to be just planning more, whether it be like actually physically using my planner or using my calendar app, any of those things, because they help me just keep up with my day-to-day, my week-to-week, my month-to-month. And especially when you're a person who plans things in ahead, which for me, I try to plan things in ahead, you know, as much as I can, try to do things in advance. So for things that are 2, 3, 4 months out, sometimes you might forget about them, but obviously having them in your calendar where it can remind you up to a month ahead, 2 months ahead of your event, then you're able to keep track of those types of things. And then of course with my planner itself, I'm able to write down my actual schedule, like times of where I need to be, where I'm supposed to be, and I can do things, you know, day to day, week to week, month to month as well. So I feel like using both of those things together to just try to keep track of things, you know, stay on track, make sure that I'm really, you know, keeping everything in control around here, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been doing a lot. And I've always bought planners, bought calendars, and not used them. That was always my biggest thing. So actually using the resources that I have, actually using these 12-month calendars in my planner, in my calendar, and any other apps. I don't know if you guys have any apps, you can comment them down below. If you have any suggestions for any of my tips that could help you guys or help others, please feel free to share any of that information. And with that, I just feel like, you know, the more organized you are, it's just better. It's just better. Organization is most definitely key. Okay, number, what is this, 5? What is this, 6? I think we're on 5. Okay, so for 5, we have move out. Okay, guys. I do live by myself right now. I do. I live in my own apartment. And my apartment is great. Don't get me wrong. I love living by myself. It's an amazing experience, amazing opportunity, and so it was definitely a great experience. My first year of college, I had a roommate and I lived in a dorm. So that's kind of where like I get that from. But I do want to move out of this apartment. I love this apartment. It's my first apartment. I was about to say it was. I'm still here. It's my first apartment. You know, it's great. I decorated it. It's super cute. I'm sure at some point I'll do maybe a tour of my apartment. So even though my apartment's great and all, I do want to move out and I do want to find a new apartment. This one just isn't, obviously you can always have better is how I feel I should say it. You can always have better, you can always want more and achieve more. So for me, I feel like I'm in a position where once this lease ends, I most definitely don't want to stay here anymore. I really do want to find a whole new apartment building, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to move into a new apartment or anything like that here. I just want to go, you know, do something else, do something different, maybe even move to a different area. So for me, moving out is something that I'm going to be planning for a lot this year, something I'm going to be planning around because I know that it's coming quick and moving is so much work all the time. So I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for any moving videos or anything of that nature. They'll definitely be later this year, but they will be coming. All right. Number 6 is get out there. And with that, I mean, try to be more social. Not that I find myself antisocial at all. Obviously, I'm on YouTube, you know, talking to a camera and, you know, obviously I'm putting myself out there, but at the same time, when it comes to like real genuine friendships, I just don't have very many. And also I just moved to the area that I'm in now earlier 2019. So I'm not very sure of where everything is or, you know, really who anyone is. And it's not high school where you're forced to be around your peers. So that's how you make friendships. Obviously with adulting, it is so much harder. So for me, I really do just want to, you know, make some more girlfriends, maybe even meet some more YouTube people who are in the area that I could talk to and collab with potentially, and just things of that nature. Obviously I have really close girlfriends that I have, but most of my friends actually don't live in the area that I live in. So for me, it's obviously I have friends around, but I don't have very many, and my friends are in school. My friends have jobs, I'm in school, I have a job. You know, everybody's very, very busy. And, you know, I just feel like the friends that I have are very much so into their lives, and I love that so much for them, and I'm so supportive of them, and, you know, it's vice versa. And I have lots of friendships where it's like, we don't talk maybe for like 2-3 weeks, and then, you know, like I'll check on you, you check on me, but we don't have a consistent friendship where we're talking every day, or we see each other every day, or we're hanging out on a weekly basis. So for me, just kind of looking for that kind of stuff, you know, people to just, you know, go grocery shopping with, go run errands with, you know what I'm saying, just go do things with. That would be really, really nice. And then of course I want to get to know the area that I'm living in. That's always a major major plus for me because I don't know much about the area, and it's always really nice to find whether it be new restaurants or a museum or an art show. But of course, obviously having those networks, having those connections is also a very big major part of knowing, you know, where those events are, when those events are, who does those events, because obviously if you go to one thing and you like it, then you're connected to a bunch of other things that you're interested in. But if you don't get that first step, that first push, then you kind of don't know necessarily. And then of course nobody really wants to go, you know, to these new events in these new cities by yourself. And so for me, I feel like it would just be really great to just put myself out there. Also with social media, I took a really big break from social media. 2019 was a really difficult year for me, you know, in so many words. And so for me, I took a really big break just for my mental health, for my spiritual health, for my physical health. Honestly, I just took a really big break and put a really big space between me and social media. I was working a lot and I was really just focused on myself and the betterment of myself. So my socials really died down. Obviously from high school, where you're super social, your life is going, you're in school, but you're in high school, you know what I'm saying? So you have time, you have all the time in the world, you know, to be doing that kind of stuff. And I just didn't have that time anymore. And for me, it became very irrelevant because at that time in my life, that wasn't what I was focused on. So for me, getting back into social media, you know, putting my name out there, obviously with me having a YouTube, my YouTube is now my brand. So now it's up to me to expand my brand, to speak on my brand, to make my brand look good, you know, to bring exposure to my brand. So for me, just, you know, obviously really putting all that I can into my YouTube, into my Twitter, into my Instagram, into my Snapchat to make sure that my brand as a whole is succeeding and doing well is most definitely a number one goal of mine this year. I feel like that goal and my first goal definitely go hand in hand, starting my YouTube, expanding my brand, for sure. Working hand in hand, going together. That's what the main goal is. And honestly, I feel like it's already going super well. A lot of my family and friends have been supporting me a lot in starting my YouTube and things of that nature. So I'm already off to a great start, which is amazing. And the support is amazing and makes me feel so great about myself and makes me feel even more excited to continue with my YouTube journey, knowing that my family and my friends are supporting me. And so honestly, those would 100% be my top goals for 2020. If you guys liked this video, I really hope that you do give it a big thumbs up. I hope that you guys subscribe. I hope that you guys leave a really great comment for me. Let me know what you guys want to see, because I have so many ideas. I'm so excited about all of this, and I hope that I was able to help you, you know, maybe figure out what you want some of your goals to be, maybe inspire you to write down a new goal, maybe help you understand how to do a goal that you have better. Any of those things, let me know. Make sure to follow me on my socials. It'll all be down in the description box below, right beneath that subscription button. But with that being said, this is going to be the end of my video. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time I post. Bye.